Hey, everybody come up, grab a seat, get interested here. We're going to have our third demo historically of this product, which we really believe in is a very excellent product for school security. I know we don't have many new customers or customers that attended today, but a lot of you haven't seen this before. So I think you'll be very surprised. This is the product we like to go to. We don't sell the film. We don't recommend film. And in a few minutes, you'll see why, I think. So thanks, Greg, for School Guard Glass for coming out and doing this. Thank you, Glenn. And I know Ron wants to say a few words before we get started. Ben, did you want to go ahead and say something?
Yeah, I just want to introduce myself to those that don't know me. I'm Glenn Baines, Baines Group, and we're representatives of School Guard Glass, among other things. If you're interested, there's some literature up here and business cards of mine for if you'd like to reach out to us. If you have some things you want to say, otherwise I'll introduce Greg and we can kind of get things rolling.
Yeah, I'll say a couple of things. So it's important to point out what you will see and what you won't see. This is not bullet resistant glass, okay? This is intrusion resistant glass. So you'll see how difficult it is to actually get through the glass. If you want, you can even participate in it. Do not hurt yourself. Some may be too excited to participate. VR glass there are some examples up here, quite significantly more heavy duty. This is intended to keep someone from getting a penetration in the opening enough to where they can stick their hand through and depress an exit device or get their hand through and depress a lever. So if someone shoots it, the hole will penetrate through, but obviously you can't get in and depress anything. Very, very tough glass, as you'll see. As Greg mentioned, we believe in it strongly. We've got it in a lot of schools, but it's in more applications than just schools. It's in other facilities as well. Any kind of facility where you have maybe glass storefronts or need to harden the facility, this will do the job for you. So with that, I'll turn it over to School Guard. By the way, I'm Ron Couch. I'm the CEO of Apertura Group.
So this is Greg Mount with School Guard Glass, and I'll let him kind of kick things off, a little bit of history of how School Guard Glass came to be, and then we'll get into more specifics about VR Glass, what it does, School Guard Glass, what it does, and where it all fits into the market. So Greg?
Good morning. Can everybody hear me? All nods. Good. Okay, so the history with School Guard Glass started a little bit before, well, the thought process came into when one of my colleagues was doing an O&M manual for some work we did on Air Force One. And he saw televised on CNN the tragedies that happened that day at Sandy Hook. So he thought to himself, I have a 6-year-old daughter, and I know our school, this is in Massachusetts, I know our school does not have this type of product that can withstand it. So he thought long and hard about it, and he started talking about, this is just 1/4-inch tempered glass in that school. It's not, he just went right through it and created a huge tragedy. So he's thinking, well, why would the federal government use blast glass, bullet-resistant glass, and leave the schools hanging out to dry? So he's like, I gotta find a product, that's gonna fix this type of intrusion. So he went on a mission in the marketplace, that could be installed in the school. And he said he tried glass to weather hurricanes, so if it could stop a 2x4 30 feet per second, that must be tough, right? So, do we have a volunteer?
Yeah, we have several.
Would you like to hit this with a baseball bat?
I'll do one. How about this?
So you got a baseball bat?
How about that? Get in there. Bend it. Here already. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll need some safety glasses. Okay.
Yep. There's your gloves. There's gloves.
And I want some gloves too.
So the first product that we're going to be testing is basically a laminated piece of glass. So it's got PVB, which is polyvinyl butyl, in between two layers of glass. Okay? And this is a hurricane-resistant product.
Go for it.
Yeah. Let me stand back a little bit.
Again?
Keep going.
Go through it again. What? Stop.
Failure.
It failed within 4 hits, 5 hits, right? And this glass basically is hurricane resistant. So that product he didn't feel was going to work. So he tried films on the secure side, you know, like detention doors, and you know, to deter vandalism, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of videos on the internet that show these films to be strong enough to be tested before I bought it for the school. And this is what he found. So the bottom light just has a film on the inside that they say and market that's going to deter vandalism.
It's what a lot of people use to retrofit.
Absolutely. They market to. So this on average is like 2 or 3 hits and it fails. So again, a person that wants to create issues for a school, he's going to be able to get in for these two issues right here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to spend a few minutes, we're going to change out this door and our school guard glass doors, or school guard glass door, and we're going to test that.
While they're swapping that out, I want to take a couple minutes here and just kind of reiterate the thought process here. When someone wanted to harden a facade in the past, typically they would go to bullet resistance because that's all there was. And I admit myself, until I got involved with these folks, that was my first thought. Well, it's got to be bullet resistant. That's the strongest stuff there is. Well, it's strong, but once you, as Ron picked up, this is VR8. It's designed to stop 5 7.62 military rounds. 5 of them. I don't know a weapon that carries a 7.62 round that'll only hold 5, right? So that's what this is designed for. Even the lower level.
And 5 in the pattern, not 5 in the same spot.
Right, right. So even this is VR3. It's designed to stop 3 shots. I'm not aware of a 9mm weapon that carries three rounds. So anyway, just again, thinking in terms of what bullet resistance does, it's designed to stop munitions. What we're trying to do is stop an individual with bad intent. Okay, and as you've seen, the hurricane glass and the film, and by the way, 3M has an enormous marketing budget, and they built this as security film. It was designed after the Oklahoma City bombing to mitigate blast damage. It's blast film, and it does a very good job keeping things in the opening after a catastrophic blast event. But again, not so much with the security. So the products we're going to be looking at today, the top and the bottom there, SG4, nominally 3/8 of an inch thick, SG5, nominally 7/16. So these can be glazed into narrow style door, existing products, existing windows. So to harden the facade, you don't have to replace any of the components. All you have to do is replace the glass. And the key to it is the installation. It's wet glazed with a structural sealant, a Dow 995. So that's what keeps it in the opening and allows it to remain secure. So keep in mind, if you see videos on this, and I'll send some to Ron and Greg and the team that we've done over time, you're going to see bullets go through this stuff. It'll deflect them, it'll stop some, but it's not designed to stop munitions. It's designed to stop an individual. So if you intend harm on a facility and all you brought is a firearm, you're not getting in. People on the other side are safe. Okay. And to Ron's point earlier, even though it's school guard glass, we do a lot of work with Saks Fifth Avenue, with Tiffany, with Cartier. So think in terms of jewelry cases or entrances to these facilities. So if you come with a crowbar and you think you're going to hit you a smash and grab, they can get it. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. And I guess at this point we're looking for additional volunteers. So the top pane of glass is the SG4, and the bottom is SG5. So
let's talk about the difference between the two real quick. SG4.
Thank you very much. The SG4, there are independent tests. HP White has put together testing protocols for both SG4 and SG5. And SG4 has passed 6 minutes of extreme attack. SG5 has passed 12 minutes of extreme attack. And when I say extreme, it's a team. It's not just a guy hitting with a bat, recoil, hitting with a bat. I mean, it is two angry people, large angry people that just, I mean, they're wailing on it with bats, shooting it with bricks, kicking it for 6 to 12 minutes. So that's the primary difference between the two. For a nominal thickness, you get the 12 minutes. One of the targets for the designer of this glass was creating that 6-minute window, which is time for first responders to arrive. Typically, even in a rural environment, they're going to be maybe 4 to 6 minutes away. In an urban environment, that's 2 to 3 minutes. So it gives law enforcement, first responders, school folks, security personnel, if it's a retail establishment, to enter their protocols and engage and secure the premises. So that's SG4 and SG5. All right.
All right, you ready? The top one is 4. So the bottom is 4. So you're going to go after the bottom. Oh, right.
Lefty.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready, guys? You'll be surprised the first time you hit it. Go ahead.
Do it.
You need a bigger hammer? Not a shot.
I'm moving the entire thing backwards.
Yeah.
When you move the forklift, then we'll go.
There's still more space for it to move back.
Just a broom.
All right.
This is a workout, guys, all right?
Yeah.
Dude, it's still there.
Strong glass.
This is more than just strong, dude. Oh my gosh.
Hey, good job. Good job. That baby.
That's 29 shots.
Oh man.
And then
Yeah, if you stop. Okay.
Get a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It's 36 by the way.
Now, last one. So, I don't know if y'all in the back can see that. It started coming out around the bottom here. But that is still not failure because it's not a hole large enough to get through to activate the exit device, unlock a lock set, and gain entrance. We did one of these at a law enforcement training academy several years ago, and well done, by the way. Thank you.
Feels like a drum set.
And they had a couple of their strapping young recruits go at it. They brought out a battering ram, and one of the fellows with the sledgehammer, he actually pierced it, a little small pierce, and the head of the sledgehammer got stuck in the door, and it took him about 3 to 4 minutes to dislodge it. So my point in that is, yeah, you can still breach it in a small way, but I don't know if I want to put my arm through that, because it may not come out looking like it did go in. So at any rate, that is School Guard glass in a nutshell. Any questions, comments?
We could have people come up and take a look at the glass.
For sure.
As Glenn said, even though it was hit multiple times, it's in an aluminum frame. The frame held up. So aluminum frames are actually very, very strong. You know, they are hurricane resistant, but still no penetration in the glass. It came loose at the glazing area where they did the wet glaze.
Chris?
Isn't a requirement you have to have a 1-inch bite though, so a metal light fit either on a wood door or metal door. You can't use standard wood glazing in classroom setting, right? So we got to use metal like an NGP kit for the 1-inch bite.
Yes and no. The 1-inch bite, no. Some of our competitors, well, let me back up a step. There's F1233 is a ASTM standard dealing with detention, and that is typically used in prisons. You'll see it specified in this product sometimes. It's not appropriate. That is a detention standard. It requires steel plates, minimum 1-inch glass plate. Our product can be glazed into any standard aluminum, hollow metal, or wood door using the products that you have here. Standard glass and glazing protocol. So no, we don't have to have that. In a wood door, it would have to be a metal light kit because a wood bead would just blow out the backside. So yes, if you have a metal light kit and then the structural down 995 sealant, that would allow that to happen. Yes.
Yeah, it's important to note that it is intended to be used in retrofit applications.
Yes. Yes. And we can also do these in both retrofit and new construction where if you have energy saving requirements. So we can do low E coatings, we can make IGUs out of these insulated glass units, we can tint them. Anything you can do with regular glass, we can do with this. So,
What's the largest area of glass you can make?
on the SG4 it's 72 by 144, and on the SG5 it's 48 by 96.
That'd be good for like 4 or 5 stuff like that, like downtown on the
Correct. Correct. And we do have several installations downtown Indianapolis after the issues a couple of years ago. So there are several buildings that are hardened with this. I'm not going to share with you which ones, so I want you to go out there testing them. Chris, you had one more question?
Let's say a lot of our accounts that have tried film, it's either failed miserably in the installation. On top of that, the maintenance of it, the cleaning of it, it scratches, it fades, and the UV light tears it up. Whereas this has ocular clarity of standard glass, and it's flat. I mean, you can't tell that it's anything other than standard glass.
Correct.
Film, you've got the huge mastic lines that can look good or look really bad, but it's the maintenance of the film. You can't get special cleaners, special rags.
of the K-12 market are learning that, you know, we made this investment in 5 years' time, it looks like, you know, main entry of the school doesn't look like where
Right.
Delamination, yellow.
Yeah. I don't know if the microphone picked up his comments, but it's regarding the security film, and it will yellow over time in sunlight. Also, it will scratch, so various cleaners and rags and so forth will affect it. This product, because it is glass on both sides, it cleans just like glass. You can use any of the same cleaning products on this that you use on regular glass. Another thing, alluding to the optical clarity of it, if you've got an opening, maybe doors and side lights and then a transom above, you don't necessarily need to hit the transom with this product, because if they see a guy coming with a ladder, they know something's up, right? So my point in saying that is that you're going to have glass, school guard glass, adjacent to normal glass. You cannot tell the difference when they're side by side. So you're not going to know, oh, that's the tough stuff, that's not. Whereas with the ballistic stuff, you can see a bit of a green tint to it. So ballistic products, because of the lamination process and the different products involved, starts creating some of that greening of the glass, which you're not going to see with school guard. Anything else? I'd like
to add a few things, just
Yes.
a little bit. So our glass, the School Guard 4 and 5, is the only glass that's tested not only to ASTM but HP White, which is a testing facility in Maryland. The government, Department of State uses them for all their testing. And the HP White test, they shot our glass 3 times with an AK-47 before they did the deterrent time limits. That's the only product that's been shot first. Unfortunately, we normally have a pre-shot door to show you the product, shot and still in the hole. Did not fail. Unfortunately, somebody forgot to pack it. So anyway,
We do have.
yeah,
We do. We're bringing out the guns, right?
that would be the gun.
that's a Ron question.
But anyway, again, this is the only product that was approved for Sandy Hook, Columbine, Parkland, and unfortunately, maybe future schools that we don't want to hear about. So anyway, this product is the only thing that's installed in those schools that had multiple casualties. So I did want to add that. And what I take from this whole product is that it can be just put in a regular storefront. Put in a regular hollow metal door, wood door, aluminum door. It's awesome. That's why I work for this company. We don't just make school guard glass. We make glass all over parameters. We make embassy glass. But the product here is School Guard and CIH's partnership with Glenn Baines. We've been with Glenn probably for about 8 years. He handles state of Indiana, Kentucky. He's got a great group, strong presence. So I appreciate all you guys coming out.